Should transgender men be allowed to compete in women's sports? That's the question that I posed for you guys today. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get into all that here in just a second. Really quick though, guys, if you don't mind giving this video a like, also sharing this video with your friends and family, that always helps me out a great deal when you do that. And if you guys are brand new, please click that subscribe button, browse through and check out some of the other great video content we have here at the channel. So, former Olympic swimmer Sharon Davies gave an interview to Sky News where they were discussing this very issue with these transgender men being allowed to compete in women's sports. We know it's happening more and more and more, and this puts female athletes at a distinct disadvantage, okay, for these men who are now identifying themselves as females. It is unfair to the women that are competing, not just in the Olympics, but in sports all across the world. She gave a very in-depth interview. She did not hold anything back. She said that this is completely wrong. This should not be allowed. She went on to say in the interview that she has been accused of of being transphobic and hateful, accused of hate speech against transgender athletes, so on and so forth. Even a man who was identifying himself as a woman who actually won a track competition back in 2018 came out and said some pretty harsh words to Sharon about her thoughts on transgender men competing in women's sports. But she didn't care. When she was asked about that in the interview, she said, "I am sticking to my guns. I am holding true to this." She says, "and I am not the only one who feels this way." She goes, "There's a lot of other women that I know of, that I've competed with, and that I know are still competing to this day, that say that this is wrong, that this is unfair to women." And this has been talked about, really, guys, all over. I mean, there was a story that came out a little while ago about a high school wrestler that refused to wrestle against a female, okay, in competition. And they says he just didn't feel that that was right. See, there's this mixing, there's this blending in sports between men and women, transgender men, transgender women, so on and so forth. It's just creating a society where all of a sudden it's just mixing everything together. It's all being accepted, all in the name of love and tolerance. But it's not about love and tolerance. It's not right. It is not right. It's not what God intended for us. Two genders, male and female, okay? It's plain and simple. I know it's hard for many people to understand, but it is the truth, and it's not hate speech. It's truth. It's what the Word of God says. But I want to throw this question out to you guys. What do you think? Let me know what you think. Do you think that these transgender men should be able to continue playing in women's sports? I want to hear from you guys. And also, I will put the link to the interview that Sharon gave in the description below so you guys can check out the full interview about that. We are in the last days. Jesus Christ is coming back soon. Guys, thank you so much for all of your support as always. I'll be back with more. You guys take care. Please be safe out there. God bless each and every single one of you, and I will talk with you soon.